Every cat owner has felt it. You look up from whatever you're doing, and your cat is already watching you. Still, unblinking. Like they've been there for a while. Most people laugh it off. Some find it unsettling. Almost everyone gets what it actually means completely wrong, because that stare isn't one thing. It's four different things, and the difference between them matters more than you'd think. Part 1. The stare. There's a version of your cat's stare that most owners see every day and completely misread. Your cat is looking at you. Then their eyes close, slowly, deliberately, and open again. You probably thought they were just relaxed or sleepy. They weren't. In 2020, researchers at the University of Sussex ran a controlled study on exactly this moment. They had humans slow blink at cats, then measured two things: whether the cats blinked back and whether they moved closer to the human afterward. Both increased significantly. This behavior has no hunting function, no survival advantage. It exists for one reason only: communication between individuals who trust each other completely. That slow blink is the closest thing in the animal kingdom to a smile that isn't a smile. Not performed, not obligatory, a voluntary signal that says, "I am safe with you." Your cat has been saying it. You just didn't know the language. Part 2. The hunter's gaze. The second stare is different, unblinking, wide-eyed, body completely still. This isn't affection. This is your cat's visual system doing exactly what it was built to do. Humans see through a fovea, a concentrated cluster of photoreceptors at the center of the retina. Sharp, detailed central vision. Your cat doesn't have that. They have a visual streak instead, a horizontal band of receptors across the back of the eye that gives them motion detection across an enormous field of view. In near darkness, at a level humans physically cannot match. When your cat stares at you from across the room, they're not daydreaming. They're running a continuous scan of their territory. You are the largest moving object in it. So you get monitored. This doesn't mean your cat wants to attack you. It means their surveillance system has flagged you as significant. You've been classified. And apparently, you passed. Part 3. When staring is a warning, there's one version of the stare that means something different entirely. Dilated pupils, stiff body, ears pinned back or rotated sideways. That combination is not surveillance. That is overstimulation. Your cat's arousal has crossed a threshold, and what they need in that moment is space, not attention, not touch. And there's one stare worth taking seriously immediately. If your cat is fixed on a wall or a corner, not tracking movement, not responding to you, just locked onto empty space, that's not mysterious. That's a neurological signal. Stargazing behavior is documented in association with seizures, cognitive dysfunction, and toxin exposure. That one calls a vet, not later. Now, Part 4. The ownership stare. The stare people find strangest is the calm, steady one. Not dilated, not blinking, just watching. It feels like your cat is looking through you. And in a sense, they are. Cats are territorial at a structural level. In the wild, their territory is their entire survival: food, shelter, safety. Monitoring it isn't a preference. It's existential. You are part of that territory, not as a possession, but as something built into their map of what is safe and what belongs to their world. When your cat watches you from across the room, they're doing what they do with every significant part of their life. Confirming you're still there. Confirming things are still stable. This is why they stare when you enter a room and then go straight back to sleep. They weren't alarmed, they were updating. You moved, the system registered it, status confirmed. You didn't just walk into a room, you checked in. If this is changing how you see your cat, subscribe to Pet Shrink. We decode the science behind what your animals are actually telling you. One behavior at a time. Part 5. What to do with this information. Next time your cat stares at you, check 2 things. First, their pupils. Dilated, body stiff. Give them space. They're overstimulated, and they'll tell you when they're ready to reconnect. Calm and steady? Try slow blinking back. Close your eyes slowly, hold for a second, open. The Sussex study showed cats approach humans more often after this exchange. You just spoke their language. No words, no treats, a signal that predates your entire species by thousands of years. One last thing worth sitting with. Your dog makes eye contact because they were bred to. Thousands of years of selective pressure toward human cooperation wired it in. Your cat makes eye contact because they decided to. Cats walked into human settlements, assessed the situation, and chose to stay. The eye contact you get from a cat isn't instinct. It's a decision made by a solitary hunter to include you in their world. That stare across the room isn't empty. It isn't random. It's an ongoing conversation your cat has been having with you since the day they arrived. You just learned to listen. Pet Shrink decodes the science behind why your pets do what they do. Subscribe if you want to understand your animals the way the research does. We'll be here every week.